Hello, precious souls. Welcome to Infinite Union. I'm Aura, and this is a podcast on twin flames. For more videos, don't forget to subscribe. So during this podcast episode, we're going to talk about karmic partners, soulmates, and twin flames. And, I hope this video will be helpful for a lot of you who are interested in twin flame reunion and reconnecting with their twin flame. So this will kind of give you a little bit of insight on all of that. But first of all, any of these types of relationships can happen at any point in your twin flame journey for you. And it may be because you need to learn a karmic lesson, perhaps even go through some type of spiritual awakening, but also go through your ascension process. And understand this too as well, that every step and action that you take leads you to your twin flame. All right? Don't forget that. I've been saying that in the last couple of my videos, and I'm going to continue to kind of say that periodically. But as soon as these contracts end, there is a friction of alignment between you and this other person, depending on what path that you are on. But once the contract ends, they will disappear, and they'll kind of just dissipate or kind of disappear in the background. And once the contract is complete, that's kind of it. But if you are a twin flame, and one of the first connections we're going to talk about is karmic relationships. So when you first meet a karmic partner, you might feel an instant connection, and you might feel as if you've known them before, or you might feel as if they kind of give you like a past life presence or energy vibe. All right. And this is why kind of karmic relationships and twin flames get a little bit confused. So if you're in a twin flame relationship and you have encountered a karmic partnership, you will know instantly, or you may not know at all. The characteristics of being involved in a karmic partnership is you may experience some of these traits. So karmic partnerships have very strong codependency, and this will definitely show. It might not show right away when you first meet them, but this is one of the strongest characteristics of being in a karmic relationship, is they depend on you for their own happiness. They also rely on you for anything associated with their happiness. All right. So you may also experience highs and lows with this person, but this is like a constant thing with highs and lows. But you also may experience cycles over and over and over again. And you may experience these until you either learn the lesson or the cycle ends, and you kind of jump off the bandwagon. But you may notice some red flags when you first meet them, and early on in the relationship, which is also part of the lesson itself. They may be difficult to let go of, which is also part of learning the lesson. And at times, they can definitely frustrate you, but bring the worst out of you. And eventually, after a period of time, the relationship will end abruptly or suddenly. But karmic relationships may very well turn toxic, and when you become addicted and it turns very toxic, just be careful and watch out for that. And if it turns abusive in any way, shape, or form, please do seek some professionals so that they can assist you. All right. So the next group that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about soulmates. And soulmates are a whole different level as well. Soulmates open up a lot more, especially when it comes to connections, relationships, on that sort of thing. But there is more healing involved when there is soulmates involved. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of times, if you are struggling on your twin flame journey, or if you are just struggling in general, maybe with your twin flame, and you need any type of healing, you will oftentimes attract a soulmate. All right, but we also have very many soulmates, not just one. Family members can be considered soulmates. Friends can be considered soulmates. Best friends can be considered soulmates. But a lot of times, this is usually anyone that we can relate to on a soul level. So if you are very passionate about something and you share same qualities with another person, they could very well be your soulmate. Soulmates not only help you heal, but they can also help you grow in many different ways. They care about you unconditionally. They can really tell, you can actually really tell that this person is your soulmate from within. But some of the characteristics of soulmates are best friends. You both respect one another. You definitely share the same life goals. You agree about important topics or things that kind of matter to you, especially when it comes to values. And you are very comfortable around this person, and you are also very comfortable with being silent, maybe not even saying anything at all. And sometimes you can also be silent with this person and really pick up where you left off. So we're going to talk about twin flames lastly. Twin flames are definitely a whole nother level as well. And these connections get very confused with karmic partners. And a lot of times when we confuse karmic partners with twin flames, we get very mixed up and confused. We feel like we're addicted and so on and so forth. But with karmic relationships, the first thing is when we meet a karmic partner, we interpret that as meeting our twin flame, and we can confuse those two together. So what I'm just going to say is that when you meet your twin flame, they give you a sense of desire to grow, but this is on a whole nother level, all right? And especially spiritually, because they definitely trigger you spiritually to grow. But when you meet this person, you have a sense of meeting yourself. That's right. So when you meet your twin flame, you have the sense that you have met yourself. All right. And there's also times that you may experience an on and off again relationship with this person. But don't confuse this with a karmic partnership. On and off, you could definitely be talking to them 1 minute, then not talking to them the next. And you can also go through periods of silence. But you feel incredibly drawn to this person. And the reason why you kind of feel drawn to this person is because you have a feeling and sense that you've met yourself. All right, but for the most important part here, they will never purposely hurt you. They may make you feel left out in the cold for whatever reason, but they make you feel a sense of home like no other feeling. And you will spend some time apart from this person as well. A lot of times when we are spending time apart with our twin flame, sometimes it can last for months and maybe even go on for several years. All right. But when you met, there may have been an instant recognition upon meeting them. And you noticed that you were very similar. You may have shared the exact same type of trauma as this person. You may also share similar backgrounds, especially when you grew up. You may have also noticed that you shared similar career paths. But mostly, you can also notice that they are the complete opposite of you as well. And a lot of times with twin flames too, you could share the same zodiac sign, which is not always the case, but in a lot of circumstances it is. Or you also share the same element sign. You know, like again, I've said, it's not always the case, but sometimes it is. But, you know, don't confuse twin flames with karmic partners, because a lot of times in the beginning stages of karmic partners, we can confuse that with our twin flame. But also, I would like to remind you to not fret if you don't know if you've met your twin flame yet. But just understand that one of the most important things, especially when it comes to the law of attraction, is that to just be a magnetic vibration of the point of attraction that you are always desiring, especially when it comes to soulmates, twin flames, or any other connections, because that is what truly matters. But anyway, this concludes this podcast.